You think you know Matthew McConaughey? Well, here's some things you may not have known about the laid-back Texan.
The older you do get, the more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
While in high school, McConaughey lived a year abroad in Warnervale, New South Wales, Australia, as a Rotary exchange student. During his stay down under, the actor acquired 2 jobs, one as a dishwasher and the other shoveling chicken poop. After the year was over, he returned to Texas with his newly adopted Australian accent, which was something that he didn't lose in just 10 days.
Listen. If you're gonna name my member, all right, you gotta name it something hyper-masculine, okay? Something like a Spike, a Butch, a Kroll, the Warrior King, but not Princess Sophie.
What did you just say?
A Spike. You know what I mean?
No, after Spike.
Butch.
After Butch.
Crow, the Warrior King.
In college, McConaughey enrolled at the University of Texas as a pre-law student with aspirations to become a criminal defense attorney. One day, he discovered the inspirational book The Greatest Salesman in the World, which made him change his major to film right before final exams. Shortly after graduating, he was hanging out at a hotel bar in Austin when he met the casting director and producer Don Phillips. After a chat and a few beers, Phillips introduced him to Richard Linklater, who, at the time, was working on a new project called Dazed and Confused. Originally, Linklater thought that McConaughey was too attractive to be an older guy chasing high school girls, but after growing longer hair and a mustache, Linklater had found his Wooderson. The character initially had only 3 scenes, but the actor's natural skills in improv boosted his role to more screen time.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
You can't have a conversation about McConaughey without mentioning his beloved bongos. In 1999, he was arrested after cops were called to his Austin residence for a noise complaint. The cops quickly discovered the actor naked while loudly marching to the beat of his own drums. However, his run-in with the law did not stop him from rocking out. Several years later at South by Southwest, McConaughey was asked to jam on stage with his favorite British rock band, The Cult. Sadly, no nudity was involved during this public performance.
And one of those useless machines they used to make was called an MRI. And if we had any of those left, the doctors would have been able to find the cyst in my wife's brain before she died instead of afterwards. And then she'd have been the one sitting there listening to this instead of me, which would have been a good thing because she was always the calmer one.
To promote his 2005 action-adventure film Sahara, McConaughey traveled across the country writing a road trip blog for MTV. The actor packed up his Airstream trailer and hit up American hotspots. Unfortunately, his written on-the-road stories have been lost, but the Airstream is still available. The actor keeps the house on wheels in his backyard so people have a place to crash after he throws parties.
Look at me. What do you see, huh? The goddamn rodeo's what you see.
Apparently, Matthew McConaughey is not a fan of deodorant. He claims for over 20 years, he has refused to cover up his odor. He said that if his all-natural stench becomes a problem, he just takes a shower. While shooting Fool's Gold, his BO grew too smelly under the Key West sun for his co-star, Kate Hudson. She complained multiple times to the actor throughout the filming and encouraged him to take more than 1 shower a day. After a successful interview with Barbara Walters, McConaughey gave the journalist a foot massage. Yes, you heard that right. As a thank you, the actor lent a hand on Walters' toes. When later asked about the incident, the actor stated that the 2006 rubdown may have become intimate if he were single, which would have made for one interesting sex tape.
Don't be telling me about foot massages. I'm the foot master.
You giving a lot of them?
Yeah, got my technique down and everything. I don't be tickling or nothing.
Matthew McConaughey is not the only member in his family that graces television screens. His brother Rooster, not his real name, is a self-made millionaire who currently has his own show on CNBC. West Texas Investors Club follows Rooster and his friend Wayne Butch Gilliam as they meet with entrepreneurs living in Texas. After they pitch their products to Rooster and Butch, the hosts decide if they want to secure funding to proceed with the production of the product. Essentially, it's a Lone Star version of Shark Tank. And here's a bonus one. The racing road cyclist Lance Armstrong is the reason why Matthew McConaughey met his wife, Camilla. At a bar, the beardy McConaughey approached the model while wearing a Rasta hat. Due to his fresh facial hair and style choice, she did not recognize the actor. Later that night, he approached her again, but with a well-known wingman, Lance Armstrong. After she saw the two together, she realized who he was. The The couple later got married and currently have 3 children together, Levi, Vita, and Livingston.
Come on. With a common denominator.
That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Movies. Make sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.